my channel. If you are new here, I am Cathrin, the creator of Thecontentbug, and I am here to help you follow your passion by growing your audience online. So let's talk a little bit about the old pins that have been living on your Pinterest profile, but they're not really driving any traffic to your website. So, okay, let me be honest, I have over 112 blog posts on my website. That's a lot of blog posts. That's a lot of pins on Pinterest. And honestly, some of them aren't performing well on Pinterest. Some of them have been long forgotten and just aren't even showing up in any search, and they're just doing nothing. They're just sitting there. And it's been driving me crazy recently because I have some killer blog posts from a few months ago, from a year ago, from when I first started blogging that aren't getting any traffic, and I don't want to rewrite the blog post. I don't want to write something kind of similar to it and waste my time creating another blog post. I'd rather just revamp those blog posts, revamp their Pinterest image, and reshare it on Pinterest. So that is exactly what I did. A few weeks ago, I got this idea in my mind. I was like, why don't I go back through some of my old blog posts, the ones that have the original Pinterest template that I just do not like anymore, go back through, revamp them, and see how it works. And I have to be honest with you, it is working wonders. It is insane. My one blog post, how to SEO a blog post, that blog post I created 2 new pins for. So now there are 3 pins actually out there for that one blog post. It's performing ridiculously well. Within the first week, I would say, it started to go basically viral, and it was appearing for so many searches. I mean, I was just typing in dummy searches just to test, and both of those new pins were appearing like crazy, and I was like, why the heck didn't I do this sooner? So from there, I went on and I started creating a ton more pins for some of my old pins. So I want to show you guys exactly what it looks like, what I did, and how you can do the same thing too so that your pins can get more clicks. Now, I do have to say, I already have a video here on YouTube if you want to learn more about how you can just design pins to get more clicks if you're thinking about revamping your pin design strategy. For me, what I did, I just converted my old blog pins into new blog pins. That's basically it. I stuck with the template that I'm using right now for all of my pins. That's all I did for Revamp, but if you're looking for more information on how to design pins that will get you clicks on Pinterest, go ahead and click right here.
Do you see all of these pins right here? This was the original pin design that I had for my blog when I first launched my website. And sure, it's not that bad of a design, but honestly, some of these you can barely even read, and the title isn't that grabbing and captivating. And what was I thinking just with some of these? I mean, they look not professional, they don't look enticing. I wouldn't want to click on any of these. So over time, I developed them, and if we scroll the whole way up, I developed them and I created a pin design that looked like this. And I was using lowercase and I changed everything to black and white, but then over time I actually changed it to everything being capitalized. And all of these in here are my capitalized recent design for my blog Pinterest template. And I actually love it. I love it so much more than my other stuff that I am actually converting all of my old blog posts that look like this into something that looks like this. So I'm going to show you exactly how I do it, but let's head to my website first. So this is my blog. These are my updated templates for all of these images. I've been using this template for a while, so I really like the design of these Pinterest templates. But if you go out, let's say to like the 4th page, all of them look like this, minus the ones that I have updated. So I've updated this one, and I have updated this one, and I've updated this one, and there's just a few changes that I have been making along the way, but I'm going to show you guys exactly how I would design a new template for one of these. So let's say we want to do 3 ways to drive traffic to your website with Instagram, because honestly, looking at this, it's so much harder to read compared to this image, and I'd rather create something that looks like this than have something that looks like this. So I'm going to go ahead and redesign this, and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm doing. I like to use Canva for my Pinterest templates. Honestly, I just keep the same format of these and I modify the information because I don't need to make a new copy of this every single time. So this is like my numbers. If I have a list or something, this is the template that would look like. Or this is just a general template for how I would design a pin for any other blog post. And then if I scroll down a little bit, I also have a YouTube template right there. But I'm actually going to use this one because it said 3 ways to drive traffic to your website with Instagram. So that is what I'm going to type in here. So now that I have that information added, one of the things I've been doing recently is I've actually been bolding text that I think is important. So I'm going to do drive traffic and I'm going to do Instagram. I'm going to bold that text just because I think it looks a little bit nicer when it's actually on Pinterest. So that is how I would design this pin right here. I'm actually going to move this information up a little bit so that it looks more centered and nice within the pin. Okay, and then what I want to do, I want to change the background to make sure it matches the blog post. So I'm going to go back here, and it was this Instagram image. I actually might change that because I don't think that's a strong image. I'm actually going to use this image because I like it better. It's from the same photo shoot, actually. It's just taken a little bit different, and I like it better. I think it's going to perform better on Pinterest. So here's a comparison of the two images. This was the original image that I had on my website for 3 ways to drive traffic to your website with Instagram. And over here, this is my new updated image that I'm going to be sharing to Pinterest, 3 ways to drive traffic to your blog with Instagram. The only thing that I changed wording-wise was blog. I changed it from website to blog because my audience is bloggers and I want to make sure that that's in there. But what I've been doing recently is actually creating multiple graphics per blog post. So this is the typical graphic that is on that blog post. I'm actually going to change it so that it's always this one here in the future. But now that I have this image, I'm also going to design an extra image so that it can drive more traffic to that one blog post and get more clicks to my website. So let me do that right now and I'll show you what it looks like. So now these are the 3 pins that I'm going to be sharing on Pinterest for this one blog post. I have the actual title of the blog post, which is 3 ways to drive traffic to your blog with Instagram. And I also have how to get more page views on your blog from Instagram. And I'm going to be sharing both of these. You may notice there's a little bit of a difference between the 2 of them. One, the layout of the pin. This obviously is a list pin, so it's laid out a little bit different. And 2, the image in the background, the positioning of it is just ever so slightly different. So it doesn't look like it's the exact same pin, just with different text on it.
And that is it for this video. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because it really does help to support me. And I will see you guys back here for another Pinterest video very soon. Bye guys!